Angal Maitri 8th class. Welcome to today's class. Children, today we will discuss about grouping of data under the topic data handling. Children, when the amount of data is huge, then the frequency distribution table for individual observation will result into a large table. In such case, we form group of data and then prepare a table. This type of table is called as grouped frequency table, as you can see in the table given here. For example, suppose if we need to prepare a table for science marks obtained by 60 students in any class, then preparing table for individual marks will result into a big table. So we will group the data as shown in the table given here. Children, as you can see in this table, we distributed the range of marks as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. Now we can group the table as you can see in this table. The number of students under the range 0 to 10 is 2. It means out of the 60 students, only 2 students got marks between 0 to 10 and 9 students got marks between 10 to 20. Similarly, 22 students got marks between 20 to 30 and 20 students got marks between 30 to 40. 6 students got marks between 40 to 50 and only 1 student got marks between 50 to 60. So children, if we group the data, the table we get, this table is called frequency distribution table with grouped data. It is very easy to understand and we can very easily interpret such type of table. Now children, we will discuss about some technical terms related to grouped frequency table. First of all, we will discuss about class interval. Children, class interval represents the range in which the data are grouped. For example, in this given table, you can see we have formed the groups 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. So children, all these groups represent class interval. Similarly children, you can also find some more groups here in this table which is 40 to 50, 50 to 60. So children, you can see we can handle large data very easily by making such type of grouped frequency table. Now children, let me discuss about lower class limit. Children, the lowest number occurring in a particular class interval is known as its lower class limit. For example, in this given table, if we consider the class interval 10 to 20, then 10 is called the lower class interval limit of that particular class interval. In the similar way, children, if we consider the class interval 0 to 10, then 0 is the lower class limit. Similarly, we can find some more lower class limits for the particular class intervals. For example, for class interval 20 to 30, the lower class limit is 20. In the same way, for class interval 30 to 40, the lower class limit is 30. For class interval 40 to 50, the lower class limit is 40. And for class interval 50 to 60, the lower class limit is 50. So children, it's very easy to find lower class interval by just looking the given class intervals. Now children, we will discuss about upper class limits. Children, the highest number occurring in a particular class interval is known as its upper class limit. For example, if we consider the class interval 10 to 20, then 20 is the upper class limit of the interval, because here 20 is the highest number. Children, we can also find the upper class limit for all the class intervals which we are given. For example, for class interval 0 to 10, the upper class limit is 10. For class interval 20 to 30, the upper class limit is 30. For class interval 30 to 40, the upper class limit is 40. For class interval 40 to 50, the upper class limit is 50. And for class interval 50 to 60, the upper class limit is 60. So children, it's very easy to find upper class limit. You can easily find out upper class limit by just looking the class intervals. Now children, we will discuss about width or size of class interval. We can also say it class height. Children, we can find the width or size of class interval by taking the difference of upper class limit and lower class limit of given class interval. For example, if we consider the class interval 10 to 20, then the width or size of class interval will be the difference of upper limit and lower limit. When you subtract 10 from 20, you get 10. So the width or size or class height of the given class interval is 10. In the similar way, you can find the width or class size or class height by just taking the difference of upper limit and lower limit of any class interval. For example, if you want to find the class width of class interval 50 to 60, then you will again subtract the lower class limit from upper class limit. That is, you can subtract 50 from 60 and again you will get the class height as 10. So children, it's quite easy to find all the things like lower limit, upper limit and class width. So children, keep on practicing at your home. Thank you.